We are being tricked into wasting thousands of dollars every single year, and enough is enough. Usually I want my videos to be like happy and motivating and inspiring, but today I honestly want you to get a little mad. I'm a little mad. I'm part of a lot of entrepreneur groups, other people who are running businesses, and we have meetings with experts coming in to help us grow. And all the experts are saying the same thing. You need to have a subscription model. Subscription models are the way to trick stupid people into giving you money. What they're really talking about is me being that stupid person giving money to things like Netflix. We all started buying it because we wanted to save money, right? On cable and Tiger King. Do you remember Tiger King?
Hey, I'm Joe Exotic, otherwise known as the Tiger King.
It was a thing. And before we know it, we're adding Amazon Prime and Apple TV and maybe Hulu. I don't know. There's so many. And it's true, we forget what we even have. We are tricked into this low monthly payment that now is thousands of dollars a year because they all add up. And it isn't just TV subscription, it's every app, it's everything. Everyone's going with memberships and monthly fees, and it is crushing us. So what if we say no more? I am taking a break from streaming services and unsubscribing and canceling all of them because I don't even know what we really watch right now. Why do we have Disney Plus and all the others? It's absolutely bonkers. What if we start fresh? What if we cancel all of them and see what we miss? And maybe add one at a time back. It's not like we can never have it back. It's not even that it costs us money to start again. So we have nothing to lose except the wasted money. Speaking of monthly payments, can we talk about tech storage? I am not techie. I feel like I was thrust into this because I was making videos and I had to learn how to use cameras and like stuff like that. But the truth is I understand very little. So when my phone tells me I'm out of storage, I'm like, I guess I'm buying more? And it's bonkers because I don't even really know what I'm paying or how it works. And yesterday, Joe canceled our Dropbox, which we had been paying for 4 years, and I hadn't used it once in all that time. Enough is enough. Think about all the things that you're paying for when it comes to storage. Your cloud, your things, your blah, blah, blah. Let's say no more. What do you really need? Delete stuff off your phone and stop paying for extra storage right now. Some might say I have a problem. Some might be named Joe. I'm talking about Amazon. This is how we're being tricked and swindled. It is so easy to buy something on Amazon. Honestly, it's kind of criminal, especially for people like me who are so impulsive. I'm watching a TikTok or someone mentions something and I can immediately, with one push of a button on my phone, get it and have it the next day. Sometimes even the same day, except when the box comes less than 24 hours later, 9 times out of 10, I have no idea what's inside. So I bought something like markers that I bought last week that I needed to have in that moment, but then by the time the box came, I didn't even remember I had bought markers. So did I actually need them? This is stealing so much of our money because it is the easiest way to impulse buy. So here is a quick trick. What I did was removed my credit card, which means I have to manually go in and delete the credit card. But the next time I want to impulsively buy something that I don't need, I have to go find my wallet and enter it in. And that's a pain, so I leave it. Another thing that you can do is give yourself a rule, like if it's a small thing, you set a timer for an hour. Just that little bit of pause before you allow yourself to check out. Or for big things, 24 hours. So add it to the cart, and if tomorrow you actually still want it, buy it. But my guess is you probably won't, right? This is how we stop ourselves from being tricked into spending money we don't need to spend. Do you know when you get 1 million emails on Black Friday, like everybody's sending you everything? I now have a new tradition. Every year on Black Friday, I unsubscribe from every single one of them. It started out of anger because every store I've ever walked into now was bombarding me with constant buy now and really taking away from my time. They weren't adding to my life and I didn't want to add to their shareholders' pockets. This was war and they had to go. I still do this annually on Black Friday, but honestly, I'm trying to do it more often because here I am sitting at my desk trying to work or respond to like friends and family, and instead I'm being bombarded by emails like 70% off this thing you didn't even want, and I'm distracted because when I'm looking at this, I'm not replying to that person that I really want to talk to or doing the thing that I really need to get done. And if I'm online shopping instead of doing what I'm supposed to do on my email, that is a failure. I'm just gonna say it. I think gift cards are kind of a scam. I read a statistic once that over 25% of gift cards that are purchased are actually never cashed in or spent. And for me, this is so real, it's probably more than that. I used to have an entire drawer just filled with gift cards that people had spent hard-earned money on to give me as a gift, and I forgot I owned them. And the truth is, this is cash. What a waste. Pull them out, and here is what you should do. Give yourself a gift card day. This is what we do. We gather all our gift cards and we are intentional on like a Saturday that we go to all the places and we actually like have fun and spend the gift cards. We go to the movies, we go to wherever for dinner that we have the gift cards to. We buy ourselves cool little things. We don't go over the gift card amount, but it's a way of treating yourself and also not wasting so much money that gets wasted with unused gift cards. A few weeks ago, Joe and I went to Seattle, which is like the birthplace of Starbucks. I'm going to be honest with you. I had a slight Starbucks addiction, and every time I would leave the house for any errand, into the drive-thru I would go. And I loved it, and I told myself I deserve a treat until I started doing the math. Because $6 a day for a coffee equals $30 a week, which is $1,500 a year. That's a vacation, my friends. That's a real treat. And a $90 coffee maker will literally pay for itself in 1 month. And you don't have to waste the time in the drive-thru or waiting for your coffee. It's bonkers because it oftentimes isn't just a coffee. It's, oh, maybe I'll get a little muffin or a cake pop today too. And before you know it, that's a freaking mortgage payment. You know what I'm saying? Stop the madness. I got myself some little cups and I make my own coffee at home and it's exactly the same. And I feel good and I'm saving the cash. I think finding ways to save $1,500 a year might be my new passion, and I want to find lots of little ways to save that big amount of money, because while $30 here and there is nice, $1,500 has a big impact, and I have just the thing. One of the biggest contributors to wasted money is food waste. The average family wastes 30% of their fridge-related groceries, whether that's leftovers that you're throwing out or, let's get real, produce that has gone bad. I'm better, but these herbs are slimy and gross. So here's what I've been doing that actually is like so amazing, and it's no extra work. Before I go to the grocery store, I just open the fridge and I look and I see what is about to go bad. So we have a pineapple that needs to get eaten, which means I can like get pork chops and we can make pineapple pork chops. Or other things like we have this extra corn. What if I make like taco soup? And so I'm getting things to go with that. Basically, how can we turn the stuff that's about to go bad into a meal when we're going to the grocery store? And how can we make sure we're not rebuying stuff like berries that we already have? It's a simple trick. It takes 5 minutes and you can save up to $1,500 a year. Also, this needs to be said, not everything is cheaper when you buy it in bulk. This is another way we are tricked. I've tried to resist this for a very long time because of the fine line between bulk shopping and hoarding. So here is my rule. If I use something all the time, those things that we're constantly going through, like we love this soup, it's regular, like $4 a can, but when it goes on sale for $1.66, I'm gonna buy a bunch of it because, again, I know that we use this all the time. So our favorites and the things we're always using up make sense to buy in bulk. I keep a running list of all the things that we use and finish consistently. Those products that I know are going to be gone like a week after we buy them. And those are the things that I buy in bulk. But you have to also have a place for that bulk food to go. I have a designated closet for overflow bulk food, and when it's full, giving myself limits and not giving in to things like, if one's good, 40 must be better. Remember, the goal is to maximize value while minimizing waste. Being intentional about what you buy in bulk can actually save you a lot of money, but you have to have a strategy so you don't fall into hoarding and waste and ending up in the Costco checkout line with $400 and not exactly sure what you even bought. I'm always scared to talk about encouraging you to buy in bulk because, well, it can easily get out of control. Even with my strategy, sometimes I still end up with slimy green herbs in my fridge. I do buy name brand soup. I don't buy name brand canned vegetables. Some things matter, some things that you love the taste or the quality, but a lot of things, they're the exact same product, whether they're no name or not. And knowing the difference is really important because it can save you a ton of money. So think canned fruits, canned vegetables, cat litter, so many things we are being tricked into spending big bucks on when we get the exact same thing for a fraction of the price. I actually have one more way that our food practices are sneakily wasting us a lot of money, and that's when we don't meal plan. And I know I talk about this all the time, but honestly, if we're not planning our food, we are way more likely to get takeout, to get fast food, to order delivery. And this is bonkers. Did you know companies like DoorDash or other food delivery systems, not only do they charge a fee to deliver, but they actually increase the prices on the thing you're buying by 15 to 30%. So the burger that would cost $15 if you actually went to the restaurant is now $19, plus you're paying the service fee and the delivery on top of that. What a scam. And even if I take my lazy butt to the place to buy the food, McDonald's for my family of 5 is now $73. And if you're hungry, which if we don't meal plan, this is what happens, you're starving, you have nothing to eat, so you go and order something or you get takeout, research has shown that you are more likely to buy 30% more than you can actually eat because you're hungry. So not only are you wasting food and money buying, but now you're doubly wasting your money because there's food in your fridge that's going bad too. We got to stop the madness, and all we have to do is write down a meal plan for the next week. I'm not great at coming up with ideas. My brain doesn't really work this way. I can see macaroni and cheese and maybe put it together for mac and cheese, but that's not the point. The internet can help us. We can go online, we can use ChatGPT. There's lots of ways we can say, this is what I have in my fridge, make a meal, and it will be awesome, and it will be free, and you, my friend, won't be wasting money or food. Okay. I'm going to talk about one more thing that's a big fat waste, one more product before moving on, and that is cleaning supplies. I almost said that cleaning supplies were one of those things that make sense to buy in bulk, but then I remembered that the truth is a lot of cleaning supplies actually expire. I didn't know this, but things like bleach products actually lose their effectiveness about 3 months after it's opened. So if you're buying a 3-pack of bathroom cleaner, you might only be through 1 bottle before the other 2 aren't really going to be used. And I gotta just say it, specialty cleaners are a racket, man. They're a racket. Stainless steel cleaner, granite cleaner, like bathroom cleaner, grout cleaner. We spend so much money and oftentimes twice as much for these specialty cleaners that just sit in our cabinet and collect dust. Because the truth is, we use what we like, and cleaner is cleaner. Instead, go for the things that cost the least per use and things that can be used for other things like vinegar, amazing. Baking soda, so awesome. And honestly, I just like a good old-fashioned cheap multi-purpose cleaner. Mr. Clean, Pine Sol, whatever. Dilute it with water and spray that on everything. Specialty cleaners, bulk cleaners, big fat waste of money. My kids love gaming. Who am I kidding? I also love gaming, but our gaming consoles are always on. And this is the big, like, stealing money thing. It's called phantom energy draw. Things like your Xbox, your PlayStation, even your computer, when they're running in the background, they're constantly checking for updates and like running other processes in the background that are not always necessary. And it's basically just stealing your money while you sleep, which is bonkers. So I did this little experiment when I just would shut off the power bar. I'm not a maniac going around unplugging all the cords like a weirdo. It's literally just flicking a switch on those electronics that are continually not needing to be on. And this saved us almost $30 a month. In fact, just turning off your gaming console can save you $10 a month. Bonkadonks, my friends. So if you are a gamer or you have a computer and it's kind of just always on in the background, give this a try and save yourself some money. This is really depressing, and I'm so passionate about it because I'm so angry about it, and that is credit card debt. I truly believe that consumer debt should be illegal. They're robbing people and they're tricking them with these credit card companies. And I have fallen into this trap in the past, and it is like drowning in financial quicksand. It's so hard to get out. And we're lied to, like, just pay your minimum monthly balance. Like, this is a good thing, except this is how banks steal your money and increase their profit. Because if you have a credit card debt of, say, $3,000 and you just pay the minimum payment, it would take you 20 years to pay it off. And on top of that, you've just added at least $4,500 that you've paid in interest, which means you've paid more than 150% more for the thing that you bought. Where did that money go? Fat cat business bankers' wallets. It's awful, it's sickening, and it's a trick. And when you start getting really angry about credit card debt and saying enough is enough, when you are no longer one of the 50% of families who carry a monthly balance, 50% of people have a monthly balance and they're just paying interest to these banks, when you're like, that won't be me anymore, and you work hard to dig your way out, that's when the money gets out of their pocket and back in yours. Are you sick of the sound of my voice yet? Because I'm sick of talking. Let's just rapid fire the rest. Gym memberships. If you're not going, what a scam. Honestly, stop paying that monthly membership. You're never gonna go. Also, storage lockers. Oh, the rage. Storage lockers are like, people put their junk that they don't want in their house because they don't really like it. Instead of just decluttering it, now they pay $1 bazillion to keep it in a locker. That's a no. Greeting cards. Come for me. Biggest scam. They're now like $8. Hallmark's just sitting back laughing, just collecting their money because 99% of people just throw them in the garbage. Write a handwritten letter or give them a photo or something, like a greeting card. Can we just stop the madness? Also makes me ragey, themed gifts. You know, at Valentine's Day, you get those like hideous teddy bears that are holding a heart or whatever, or like themed Easter things. Why do we feel necessary buying like junk just because it's themed to the holiday? Let's just get people things they would actually like and use, even if it's not themed. Which brings me to themed parties. I did this when my kids were younger. I'm embarrassed to say I had everything, dinosaurs and Star Wars and princess and just everything. And I probably spent thousands of dollars on paper plates that were themed and decorations that could have been used for their college fund. And now people take it to the next level with like gender reveal parties, just, oh, first birthday parties. The madness. And speaking of children, new and name brand clothing, especially for little kids like babies. What you sneeze and they have outgrown a size, right? Kids outgrow in months. Half the things you buy them, they never even get a chance to wear because they've already outgrown it. So shopping at Goodwill, getting things secondhand, that is so much smarter when you have kids because they grow like bad weeds. And last but not least, phone apps. And I'm not just talking about the ones that cost you money every month, but like you're playing Candy Crush and then you like need one more life or something. You know, those in-app purchases that for some reason just ridiculously add up. I went in my app store and took a look at what I was spending and it was bonkers. Almost $70 a month was I spending on either the apps or the in-app purchases. No more. Do me a favor and let me know in the comments below other sneaky things that are stealing your money or ways that you can like stop wasting money. Let's just help each other out because times are tough out there, my friends. Thank you so much for watching. Oh, before you go, I want to do a new segment. I haven't really worked out the jingle, but let's just go with it. It's like, Clutterbug. No, wait. Clutterbug. No, wait. Clutterbug tip of the week. 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 It's a work in progress. Anyways, I want to remind you every week of something cool to do with the Clutterbug. And this week I want to talk about combining organizing styles, the golden rule. So maybe you're a cricket and your husband's a butterfly. I'm very sorry for you both. But the secret is always defaulting to the visual and the non-detailed organizer, which means butterflies win. Woo! I have a free ebook for you that really explains this, plus shows you a ton of examples of exactly what this looks like, plus Pinterest boards. It's awesome sauce, and it's free. So make sure you check that out in the description, and I'll see you guys next time. Thank you guys so much for those of you who have stayed to the end. I know in my videos I seem personable, right? I seem maybe outgoing, bubbly even. The reality is, in real life, I have crippling social anxiety, and I hardly ever leave the house. It's not full like agoraphobia. I don't know if that's the word, but it's close. Okay, so I was at Costco, not buying things in bulk with my friend, and we were shopping, and I saw a table of capri pants, and I was excited because legs. So they didn't have any larges, they only had mediums. So my friend's like, try them on over your dress. So I'm kind of like hiding and I'm trying to pull it over my pants, and one of you, lovely you, came up and said, Clutterbug, hi! And I wanted to crawl under a rock and die because not only am I getting dressed in the middle of Costco for some reason, not in a change room, just in the open, but also I'm not sure what to say. So I just awkwardly have a conversation with you. Half wearing capris. Yeah. So if you see me in public, know that 1, I definitely want you to come say hi. 2, I will 100% act like a weirdo and it has nothing to do with you. It is all me. Please do not be offended. I am awkward, but that doesn't mean I don't want you to say hi because I love you and it's lovely to meet you. So I apologize, wonderful lady in Costco, for all the things I said that I don't remember because I'm sure it was weird. See you guys next time.